Ladies and gentlemen, I am Joshua Boston, and here are your final results of the Hollywood Casino 400. 30 races into the season, and Steve Park finally parks that one-card victory lane at Kansas Speedway. Second to Jeff Gordon, third was Martin Truex Jr., fourth to Ryan Blaney, Ty Gibbs finished fifth, sixth to Jimmy Johnson, seventh was Matt Kenseth, eighth to Denny Hamlin, ninth was Chase Elliott, and Dave Marcus finished 10th. 11th was Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Austin Dillon finished 12th, 13th to Carl Edwards, 14th Joey Logano, Cruz Ramirez finished 15th, Kurt Busch was 16th, David Reagan 17th, Danica Patrick 18th, Josh Berry finished 19th, and Ryan Newman was 20th. 21st was Greg Biffle, 22nd Mark Martin, Matt DiBenedetto was 23rd, 24th to Tony Stewart, Kyle Petty and Kyle Larson 25th and 26th respectively, David Gilliland 27th, 28th AJ Allmendinger, Michael McDowell finished 29th, and 30th to Dario Franchitti. 31st was Clint Boyer, and Bernie Lamar finished 32nd, the last car on the lead lap. Corey LaJoie was 33rd, 34th Brad Keselowski, 35th to Bubba Wallace, and Tyler Morgan was the last car on track in 36th. Dale Jarrett left early and finished 37th, and Kevin Harvick, after an accident on the first lap, finishes 38th and dead last, not completing a single lap. Your top 20 in the points standings after Kansas now look like this. Kyle Larson maintains the points lead by now 1 over his teammate Chase Elliott and 18 over Kyle Petty. Matt Kenseth is 4th, 37 back, Ryan Blaney is 67 back, Jeff Gordon 75 back, Denny Hamlin 94 back, Jimmy Johnson is 8th, 130 back, Ty Gibbs 142 back, Steve Park 155 back, Mark Martin 157 back, Martin Truex Jr. 164 back, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 182 back, David Reagan is 14th, 205 back, Joey Logano 226 back, Tony Stewart 294 back, Josh Berry is 17th, 304 back, Carl Edwards 310 back, Brad Keselowski 339 back, and Bernie Lamar rounds out the top 20, 406 points out of the lead. The coverage of the Hollywood Casino 400 has been brought to you under an exclusive media license granted by the Kansas Speedway to NBC Sports and the Motor Racing Network solely for the private non-commercial use of our listening and viewing audience. Any publication, reproduction, or other use of the accounts or descriptions contained in these broadcasts without the express written permission of NASCAR and its broadcast partners is strictly prohibited. Play-by-play on NBC were Lee Diffie, Steve Letarte, and Jeff Burton. MRN's play-by-play were Jeff Striegel, Alex Hayden, and Todd Gordon. Your turn announcers for MRN were Dave Moody and Mike Badley. Pit reporters for NBC were Marty Snyder, Parker Kligerman, and Kim Kuhn. MRN's pit reporters were both Steve Post and Alan Cavana. Your pre-race show host on NBC was Marty Snyder, and the Motor Racing Network's pre-race show host was the bagman himself, Mike Bagley. Now, on behalf of all the fans at Kansas, the Motor Racing Network, and NBC, I'm Joshua Boston. Once again, we congratulate Steve Park on his first win of the season, and he gets it at Kansas Speedway. Up next, it's the Yellowwood 500 at Talladega, only on NBC, and on the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.